Hi, welcome to Plumeria Reviews. I'll be making videos talking about I Feel You Linger in the Air. I was thinking about making videos of the differences between the novel and the final series. But at the end, I just want to talk about the series in general. I have been waiting since the pilot trailer was out. So I have expectations for this one. I hope they don't ruin like they did with Step by Step. I didn't like the pace, but overall I really enjoyed. So let's start visually. I really like the vibe of the beginning. I wasn't expecting the suspense scene, but I really love it. I was so concentrated that I also got scared when John's iPad fell out. Really like how D-Hop loves to use color and lighting for the storytelling, and also a dynamic use of the camera. D-Hop really loves to talk about social issues and didn't disappoint me this time. How even if you are a man, you have the right to denounce an injustice.
ไม่มีตำรวจหน้าไหนเชื่อหรอกผู้ชายโดนข่มขืนน่ะแล้วจากในผับเมื่อกี้ใครๆเขาคิดว่ามึงสมยอมกูทั้งนั้นแหละ
Kinda throws me off to see how John get out of the car in one position and when he hits the river is not the same. Honestly, I didn't expect to cry with the whole situation. I was waiting for Kanya and John really patiently, but girl, I see someone cheating on their partner and I'm crying for sure. Cough. I promise you the moon. I was like, who this man could be, and wow, it was Yai with a mustache from Ayutthaya era. Honestly, having read the novel, I was really excited about how they would portray all the lives that Yai and Jom reincarnated, but I think it's a good start. I saw a comment on my drama list that the pace is too slow. I actually feel like it was a little too rushed because Jom and Ye didn't even talk way too much. When they know each other, Jom only saw Ye from far away reading a book. And he is a charming man, his skin light. His facial structure sharp of a Thai man. He stares at me without breaking eye contact. Stunned or maybe in extreme shock. We hold each other's gazes for several seconds before I avert my eyes. My heart beats fast for some unknown reason. I'm not sure why I'm feeling this way. It's not because he's handsome. I'm not crazy enough that my cheeks would redden like the traffic light. Whenever I stumbled across a good-looking man, something in his eyes somewhat struck my heart, and there was a flicker of something in them. And in the novel is a whole different story. How Jom ended up working for Yai, but this is the series, what are we talking about? So I guess they need to rush the things a little bit so they can tell properly the whole story. Sorry if I talk much about the novel, but I like this one. I'm not even a person that likes to read, so one of the two novels I have read from ABL series. I would like to share what I know with people might be interested to know the changes. Another point is that they just went straight to Yai and Jom with the plumeria flower thing. Hold a second. I would like to talk about Jom and his love for frangipani flowers. So let's talk about the plumeria or frangipani. In Thailand known as lilawadi or lantham. This a really common flower on tropical weather country. So in the beginning when Jom is checking the house, he talks about this tree and when he realized the smells from the lantham, what's in it? Let me have a look. Closed my sketchbook. Stepped out of the waterfront pavilion and strolled along the laterite path cutting through the lawn freshly watered. The hot wind blew softly, carrying with the pleasant scent of lanthams that reached my nose. The white flowers had fallen onto the lawn. Small dots on the bright green grass. Bent down and picked one. Then I smelt its aroma and dropped it in my shirt pocket. If it were before, the flowers would have been planted at the temples, not residences, as the meaning of its name. This house was an exception, given that the previous owner had grown the trees a long time ago. I wasn't sure if he was too progressive to buy the old beliefs or was and heartbroken and miserable that he filled the backyard with lanterns as a remembrance. From the waterfront pavilion lined with lanterns, and through the spacious lawn it opened to the huge ancient great house, presumably 100 years old. The two-story building was built in a Manila style, Mixed with colonial architecture, the first flower was brick walls painted in concrete, curved into a sequence of white arches evenly spaced above the pathways. Every time he can, pick up a flower and ended up becoming a thing between Yai and Jum. There is even a moment when Yai tried to get Jum to his house by saying he can take all the flowers that he want. We chat for a brief moment. It doesn't last long since I am a servant of another family. I have no right to laze around here. Regardless, a few words exchanged between us chase away my downheartedness. Kanye feels like the source of something close to happiness. He puts people around him at ease, convincing us that no problem is too severe to be fixed. I take off from the pavilion, not forgetting to collect a fallen lantern with me. Not knowing our recent conversation about his wish to reward me bears a deeper meaning. That's all I got to say for now. Why on earth they decided to make this? This flower made by Key was unnecessary and doesn't look alike. I mean, I think they shouldn't have tried too hard on this. So maybe if you don't much about how Jum loves this flower, I think it feel out of context this last part. In the next episode trailer, I don't know how much can I talk. It seems like Jum is already working for Yai's family, but I don't know exactly. I think it would ended up working for Mr. Robert. Well, see you next week guys with episode 2.